Hey everyone, in this video we're going to go on to Rapid Identity and go to the AWS to access our Adobe Illustrator from our Chromebooks. Alright, this is not a perfect process. It's getting better every day. Some days it has some hiccups, so bear with me and good luck. So, search first of all in our Rapid Identity, this AWS. You'll see a couple options possibly. I think you guys only may see one. I see two. Anyway, click on Industrial Tech AWS Lab Apps. When we click on this, we're going to get a little piece out of you guys don't get this either. But you click on that, you'll get this little portion that happens next, which is basically a little spinning wheel, and it will tell you how long you have. Oh, no, never mind. Not yet. You got to go to Illustrator first. Sorry. I was jumping to the next page. So over here, we want to go in and click on our Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator. And now we're reserving the session. That's what I was trying to talk about before. But essentially, it's going to tell you, hey, 2 minutes, we're going to have a seat for you. If yours says something like 15 minutes, you might want to try refreshing and starting over in the process, because every 25, every 30 seats, it looks for building a whole bunch more seats. Hey, a minute 40 from now, I'll resume my video. I'm just going to pause it while this waits. All right, now a minute 40 later, now it's like loading application settings, and this sometimes gets stuck here. If you ever notice it's not doing this anymore, check up here to make sure your top bar isn't active, because you can also access Adobe Illustrator from over here by selecting this and then going down and selecting Adobe Illustrator. It's where you can select basically any of the software available in this AWS system. But we're getting here and it's loading application settings. You can see that it's not super fast this morning. We're getting there. It's moving. A couple days ago we tried this and we were getting a lot of pop-ups and like things that were saying, hey, are you sure you want to keep on doing this? The license or something is not working, and hopefully we'll get better results today. Opening Illustrator now. As you can see, this process is not super speedy, and it might be longer on your Chromebooks because my PC isn't new, but it's not terribly, I guess, it's decent power. I'm going to keep on talking because this is slowly happening. All right, we get to here, we get to log in. A lot of you get the sign in piece, so we got to go in and we want to continue with our Google, which then we should be able to select the process we want to do this, and for some reason it doesn't show up for Chrome, so Internet Explorer, what ends up being the edge, we can do. And this is a thing that doesn't always work either, is it pops open and then it gives you another page for some reason. Some people see this other page first, which it's doing for me good, so you can actually see that. But we want to click back into this first tab and we want to sign in. So we're going to use our school account to log in. And once we get there, we're going to hit next. And I believe this is where it's going to say Rapid Identity. Here we come. All right. And it's going to say login again. Nothing more fun than logging in numerous times. I don't know my login. Hopefully I got it. I just changed it recently. Yeah, exactly. Got to hack myself. I think I got it this time. Whew. Now we should be getting into this system. A lot of times, recently we're also seeing, oh, sorry, one more thing, Enterprise ID. Click on that. Sometimes people are finding that they are logged in twice and they're stuck in a loop that kind of gets there. Hopefully that's kind of gone too. But it was a red background saying, hey, you've been logged into more things. Oh, maybe right underneath mine here. I'm going to close that out. Let's close these tabs. And then it says, what do you got going on here? And I got too many. So I want to get this device. So I'm going to sign out of this one that says 4 months ago. All right, and then I can go continue. That was not working a few days ago. Ooh. Hopefully it doesn't quit, like I said I was going to. All right, so we're in Adobe Illustrator. All right, you have successfully got in here. Okay, this is 4 minutes into the video already. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open our CNC files to make sure it's correct. All right, when we open it, we're going to find our Google Drive here. If you haven't, or if you're not seeing this under this PC, Google Drive, you want to go to the folder and add storage. which will add your Google Drive. When you select your Google Drive, it works like a folder, and you want to be in your drive. And then when you go into your drive, you're going to see all the stuff that you have there, and I'm going to find my folder with my classes. All right, and then it doesn't always happen right away. As you can see, mine's slowly coming in, because I know there's more. So imagine the more stuff you have there, the slower it happens for you. But I'm going to my classes. That's where my folder is, in my 8th grade IT. And then I'm going to open up my CNC Laser AIT. All right, I got another Adobe Illustrator file, but it's not the same one I want. I select that. If I double click it, it'll open it. If I select it and hit open, it will also open. Do that. And then we'll see if everything's working. In our last attempt, we found out that we had a weird sheet of paper that didn't look like mine, and all that fun stuff. So hopefully this is better. So get rid of the tutorial. Unless you want to look at it, you can. I do have tutorial videos also. But then it's the Alt or the Control key depending on your Chromebook, and then 2-finger drag up and down to center our piece. And what you should be seeing here is a 5 by 6 inch piece. All right. And since we got everything going pretty well, this explaining what I have here is just a little square. Leave it right now. We'll delete it later just for an example of what we have to have for our weight. It's kind of a reminder. But to have our laser turn on and actually cut pieces. But what we're going to do next is actually bring our DXF file in too. So how we do that is we do a file place. I know the video is getting long, but I have everything working, so I'm just going to keep on going. This is much better than it was working the other day. So file place gives me an opportunity to bring things in. I'm looking for my DXF file. All right, and I should have something called CNC DXF, and I put it somewhere. Where'd it go? There it is. So I named it Layman Ribeiro, my login, and then CNC Laser. It's a DXF file you can see in the front, and then place that. Now when you have it on your cursor, it's going to show up relatively small, but when you click it, it should be as big as the stuff you planned in your 5 by 6 inch space. So I'm just going to drop it. All right, and you can see I can move it around by clicking on it with the selection tool and kind of dragging it around. And I'm just going to center it on my piece. And lastly here, I'm just going to save my work. Saving is not always easy, so we're going to come in File, Save. All right, and now we're in that 8th grade IT folder, and we're just going to call this CNC Laser. All right, and we can call it Laser and then your initials or your name, and just hit Save. It already exists, so yes, I want that. Ask you the version, hit OK. Now we have it saved to our drive. All right, and I'll explain all the edits and other stuff later. We've already got 8 minutes into this video, but we do have our correct Adobe Illustrator template opened up with all the things we need as far as our swatches for our colors. And we also have our DXF file put in, which we're going to do some editing to in a second, and then we're going to add our other color, black. The part where we're going to actually laser engrave instead of cut on our Baltic plywood. All right, thanks for watching. Whew, it's a doozy of a video. Have a good day.